Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
The day of Thurs.
Where Thurs come out.
We all wear furs today. They may be fake furs. They may be real furs. Maybe you like furries, or maybe you just have a cat.
I have a fake fur.
Either way, you guys are welcome to the Thursday morning stream. How did it get so late in the week already?
I don't know, India. I'm so scared.
Our music choice was yelling at me for a second. It was disturbing.
I missed it because I'm away getting my fur on.
Oh. I should boot up the chat so I can see what people are saying, if anything.
Epifex says it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Like
Grab your hammer if you're worthy.
Ha. Ha.
I have some tea, and it's good. I hope everyone listening has tea. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Epifex.
I don't have tea. I wasn't worthy.
You weren't worthy, is that why?
The old mug. Yeah, today I'm gonna be hiding and working on freelance stuff. Coda specifically.
Like a coward.
So you won't be able to see what I'm doing.
No, like someone who has a deadline and must do the work. You must get a cup of tea, Epifex. It's law. It's for stream law.
Stream law.
Stream law. Good luck with your pages, Mike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you order some stuff from Big Bang?
Oh, yeah, I did. They're gonna be... I will collect it in Leeds. I got 10 copies of the trade paperback to pick up from OK Comics.
Oh my goodness! At least we get to handle them as well.
Yeah.
One person's copy is going to have fingerprints all over it. Others being like, oh. Do it now.
So yeah, on our table at Thought Bubble there'll be copies of the first, well, it's collected first 4 issues of Coda. That's like 100 pages, I think.
That's pretty sweet, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing it in the trade.
Yeah, be nice. I feel a bit solid.
It'd be nice to see it all collected together. So much work.
The whole half of the story, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
A third of it? Just over a third of it.
A third makes sense. Because I might want to do 3 volumes. I don't know.
So. The thing is that the first issue is 40 pages rather than 20. And so
it beefs up a bit.
Yeah, so the first volume is going to be slightly bigger.
I wonder if the last issue is going to be bigger as well.
I don't know. I don't have that knowledge.
One day you will. One day when you actually get the final trade paperback.
Well, probably when I work on the last issue.
No.
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 Much later than that.
Much later than that. One day when you're remembering all of this, then you'll know. I'm proud of you though.
Oh, thank you.
I'm proud of you. You're doing some damn good work. I don't know what kind of accent I'm trying to do.
I don't know either. I'd help you if I knew.
No, you wouldn't. You would just laugh. Oh, that's what you're trying to do. It's not very good, is it? That's what ye would see.
I wouldn't. I would laugh internally.
You laugh heartily, externally, while looking at me and pointing.
everyone enjoying a full screen Swifty?
It's me, full screen Swifty. Finally, I'm as powerful as I always dreamed I would be. I've done it.
You've succeeded in life.
I've achieved the dream. A lovely full screen just for me. So, tell me, Mike.
Yeah.
Best pizza you've ever seen in movies?
Ever seen?
Yeah.
It's probably the ones from the start of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too.
That's good. That's very good. I always thought that the ones in the Goofy movie were really good.
Oh, okay.
And a Goofy movie has pizza that basically is liquid.
Yeah.
So it looks amazing, but it'd probably be actually awful to eat. The ones in Home Alone.
They look pretty good, yeah.
From Little Nero's.
Trying to think of other ones.
I was 100% herbivore, that's why I'm thinking about pizza now.
What's the whole cheese pizza thing?
Because Kevin's like, a whole cheese pizza just for me. And I was like, a whole full screen just for me.
Oh, okay.
I was making a really obscure Home Alone reference.
And, wow. You just compounded it
and then started thinking about pizza.
I didn't even click.
I can't hear something like that without thinking about pizza. It looks so damn good. Just another Nguyen said, I had sushi for lunch.
Yay.
I've actually always wondered how you pronounce that name.
Oh.
Because there are a couple of artists with that last name and I just wouldn't know how to say it.
It's a lot simpler than you think it is.
Is it? Are you going to drop some knowledge on me, Mike?
I think it's, what is it?
A lot simpler than you think it is.
I think it's just win or something like that.
It's what?
It's just win.
Win?
Yeah. Okay, I've googled it.
Thank you.
It's the most common Vietnamese family name outside of Vietnam. The surname is commonly rendered without diacritics. Vietnamese pronunciation, northern southern, is... I can't read that, but in English it is commonly win.
Oh, awesome! Well then, just another win. It's pretty good when you know it's win. You're so evil. Enjoy, I miss struggling. Now I know. Now I have all the power. I won't start a discussion about favourite cartoon food though, because that's just going to make me really hungry.
Yeah, as someone who hasn't eaten in 20 hours, that would probably make me hungry.
20 hours?
Yeah. It's been so long.
Dude, you had a burrito for lunch yesterday.
At 12.
Oh, I can't argue that. I can't argue with facts, Mike.
I guess it was at 1. 19 hours, whatever.
Well, maybe you should eat something.
I'm gonna.
You dingle dirt.
I'm gonna.
What are you gonna eat?
Oh.
Stay away from my soup.
Okay.
Oh. You can have some of my cereal.
Isn't what the cereal the raisin eats?
No, my cereal.
You have cereal? What cereal do you have?
Peanut cereal.
No.
It's basically just peanuts.
Yeah.
And then you pour milk in it.
Don't want none of that.
Oh. It's probably awful for you.
Probably.
Do other people tend to like change their lines when they're inking? Is it just me who seems incapable of sticking to my rough sketch?
Why are you changing them? Do you
Not
honestly
deliberately.
Do you honestly think they're better, or
No, it just happens as I'm drawing. Like, it's difficult to stay exactly on the line.
I think people tend to ink where the rocks were, because otherwise you're gonna affect.
And how much inking have you done, Michael? Just staring at his screen. His mouth a hard line.
None.
Have you ever inked anything? You must have.
I must have, yeah.
You tend to either paint or colour.
Or just draw or sketch, yeah. No, I don't really ink.
Inking's hard, man.
Yeah.
Epifex will know.
Epifex will not.
Epifex is trying to ink his Kirby reanimated at the minute.
Oh.
I don't know if he's doing it at the minute, but I mean at the moment in the year that we are, I guess.
Current year inking.
Yes. Yeah. Me too, Epifex. Mainly because I'm not very good at it. Which I find frustrating. Because you do work you like and then I end up ruining it in the inking phase. And then people come along and they're like, why don't you just leave it rough? And you're like, ah!
I might have been one of those people.
You're one of the people I'm inking it for.
Oh.
What, you want to colour my roughs?
I don't know.
No one wants that.
I don't know what I want.
It is so slow. The fun creative part is kind of over. I've been listening to Lord of the Rings lately though, while I work. And that's been really comforting.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's read by a man with a deep, melodious, gravelly voice. And he talks slowly, and the story's got lots of bits about food and comforts and rest, but also adventure to keep you on your toes. Like, it's a really comforting story. It's like, and then Frodo sat by the fire. It was a warm fire, a comforting fire. After the days of walking, his poor tired hobbit feet were glad for some respite. And you're like, oh! I just want to get in my pajamas.
And you're using this as a work song?
Yeah, I can still go down to this jam.
Sounds good.
It's good. Yeah, it is actually really good. The version I'm listening to is great because it has the... It was done after the films, which means that they have the film soundtrack at their disposal for reading it. And so they have all kinds of music cues and stuff. And when the ring wraiths appear, they have like their own really creepy sound effects.
Right.
And when they do conversations, it's like they've got actors to actually play out the conversations.
Huh.
Like a radio drama. I can't tell if it's just the same guy doing all the voices or if they've got different people, but
either way.
it's good. It's good.
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
Yep, I've been enjoying it so far. Hey Tyler! How is it going?
You should watch YouTube comment reconstructions sometime if you haven't already.
Is that where they get famous actors to read YouTube comments?
Is it where like there are dramatizations of comment exchanges on YouTube?
Because I think I've seen a couple of those and they were like priceless.
Well, now I'm interested. I guess that's going to be my day.
You don't even know, lol! Super overdramatic renditions of YouTube arguments acted out by a bunch of posh old men. That does sound great.
Sounds great, yeah.
I'm glad that uni's going well, Tyler. Yeah! That's awesome.
Nice.
I hope you's having fun. Having fun is the best. I remember fun.
You remember fun?
I do. Because I had it like a second ago and now I'm having it again. I'm having fun. I'm always having fun even when I'm not.
It's pretty good, this jam. I'm liking it.
It's tasty, tasty jam. I put it on my crusty work bread and it makes it more palatable. Ah, T. One Direction Save Me takes on a new meaning when it's screened by a man in a fancy suit. Damn you, Bowtie. Bend to my whim. Let's say you had to make a representation of energy, creativity, discovery. So you doodled you thinking of a rocket going to the moon shaped like a light bulb. Oh, that's a good idea. That's cool. Everyone else took weird obscure pictures of doors instead. Energy, creativity, discovery, door. A door has all these things. I've never met a door that wasn't creative.
I don't know, they can have some unhinged ideas.
Oh! I just can't handle your puns today, Mike.
Ajar.
Yes. Well, you're enjoying it immensely.
Yeah. And why shouldn't I?
Exactly. Those who can laugh at themselves will never cease to be amused.
You know that's meant to be like an insult, right?
Is it really?
I think so.
Is it actually? Because I've used it my entire life as something like motivational. I always thought it was very inspiring. Because I was like, hey, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. People who laugh at themselves will always have fun.
I don't know, maybe not. I think it can be if it's said sarcastically.
Oh, that's awesome! Go, Tyler. What if you can laugh at yourself, but also you're just totally not funny? I guess at least you're amusing yourself. Hey Tips, look at all those stars! So many stars of slightly varying styles, but each one unique in its own way. You have huge ears, that is hilarious. I also have big ears. I don't know if they're huge, but they're definitely large. Good for hearing. When Mike is trying to sneak around. Mike tried to sneak up on me the other day, and he was literally just walking behind me. And I turned around and he was like, "Oh, you knew I was there." And I was like, "Yes! You're literally just walking behind me."
I was walking in your shadow, and I walked the same step when you stepped, so the sound was obscured.
It was not obscured. You elephanted your way up the stairs. They're extremely rickety.
You only caught me when we got to the stairs.
I thought you were just following me. I turned around to say hi to you.
Oh, I would need you.
A donker bonkers. That is the common term used to describe my ears. Because when you like flick a lobe, that's the sound it makes. It's like a donker bonker bonker.
Ears never stop growing, which means your ears are going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Is that true? I heard noses never stop growing as well. Mike's just like looking at me, mouth agape, excited for what the future will bring for my nose. It's already very big. He's googling me now. Oh, that's what I heard. It's only going to get bigger, Mike.
Cartilage, that's the plastic-like stuff in ears and noses, continues to grow until the day you die.
Hey, Steiny! I guess it would be good evening for you. Hope you're doing well. It's awesome to hear that you're doing a comic. Tips, I'm toast already, Phineas. My head is basically a triangle already.
From Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah. That's okay. Triangles are cool. I'm like, good entrance.
What doesn't stop growing? I don't get it. You're grumpy now.
Aww. Welcome Steiny to the problem. There aren't more hours to have. But remember that good rest a good artist makes. Eyelids. Oh, people got big swinging eyelids. It's just going to be a mess of hard angles and cartilage when I'm old.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Ah, Stanley, I'm so glad. But it's awesome, my friend.
These double page spreads are tricksy.
How come?
There's just so much like open space and things to fill it with. Like at least when you have a page that's paneled and stuff, you got the kind of the dead space. Like this is just a full-on bullet illustration. To be fair though, it's 2 pages worth of work. Kind of for, so.
And it's gorgeous looking. Remember that less is more. Just put your focus on what you need to.
Yeah.
It's the only good advice I can give. I don't feel confident enough to be able to give you any more advice than anything else. See you, Tyler.
Bye, Tyler.
Yeah, Tim's totally. And Emma, yeah, that's definitely something that I have. I think because I attribute way too much of my self-worth to my artwork. Like, I feel like it's not worth me posting anything unless it's new art. And when I haven't put out anything for a long time, even though there's no one being like, hey, where's the work? I feel bad. Like, I feel like I should be putting stuff out. I feel like people are gonna forget I exist or not care anymore. It's very stupid.
Very silly, yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that it doesn't really ultimately matter to people if I put out work like today or in a month, so long as I'm doing stuff I enjoy. I'm working hard. I mean, right now I'm in a period of not having put anything out for a really, really long time because I've been working full-time days on projects I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
Which isn't a great feeling when you're freelancing. Especially when like projects I worked on a year ago are literally only just coming out now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. At least they're starting to come out now.
Yeah, but still there are certain things that I still can't say I worked on.
Yeah.
And Lefty, you gotta know that you're a cool person. And your value is beyond just what you draw. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think your art's amazing, but I also think you're awesome. Just as a person. I would like you whether you did art or not. Fills to the brim with secrets. Somebody help! Spill all these secrets out! I hope I can talk about some of them soon, depending on when things get released.
Yeah, I think it would be healthy to be able to talk about them.
It'd just be nice for people to know that I haven't just been sat on my butt not doing stuff.
I wish you'd been sat on your butt not doing stuff.
Me too. I bet a lot of artists have the same problem though. I feel like if they're not showing people that they're doing something, people assume they're not doing anything.
I don't think people immediately assume that, but like we just don't see what you're working on.
So what? Why is this fear that I do feel like people think I'm not working on anything?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I would never assume that. I assume everyone's working all the time, which is probably also not true. Tips befriended Emma in spite of his art.
Oh.
What about you, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I feel like I'm worthless if I'm not posting stuff or being seen to be making things.
Mike has a good sense of self-worth.
But I do feel like I don't work enough, so.
I think everybody feels that way though.
But maybe not. It's not that I don't feel like I work enough. I don't think I make enough in the time that I work. It's probably more accurate.
You mean you don't work fast enough?
You kind of, yeah. Like, I jump around too much and don't feel like I get something solid done.
Tips, yeah, me too. I get follows sometimes from people who are like, oh, you're retweeting cool stuff. I'm like, I do stuff too, I promise. Soon. Epifex, you should go along with it and what's the word I'm looking for?
Play along? Play along?
There's a word for it, but yeah, you should play along with the Epifex. Get on like your cloak, your travelling cloak, and your hat, and your heavy weather gear. Like, and make you guys a packed lunch for the travel. Oh, hey, Rolando! Rolando! Yeah, that sucks. You know? When everyone else is doing a piece of art based on something that's really big at the minute, and when you do one, it doesn't get the traction you expect.
Yeah, that's always kind of... You have to try and not let that dishearten you.
Yeah, going from posting something new every day in 2016 to 3 per month, it's a big step. Like, it's a big drop. And even though you are doing stuff every day and you're working hard, it doesn't feel like the perception is that you're working hard. It feels like the perception is that you're too lazy to put the time in that you once did. But that's not true. It's not true at all. And I don't think anyone thinks that. But then again, I think artists have different opinions on art than regular consumers of art do. Like, if I see an artist not post something for a long time, my thought isn't, oh, they're lazy. My thought is, they're probably doing loads of awesome stuff but they can't post it, or they're really busy with something else.
Yeah.
Or they might be working for like a big company now because they're really good.
There's a big, like, in sort of like more, or like in less mature artistic circles, there's probably the perception of you not seem to be making anything that you're being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think YouTube channels get hit by that a lot. Like, why haven't you uploaded an animation? Why are you being so lazy? It's like, because animation takes fucking forever and I'm working every day.
It's funny though, because even though those are the very opinions that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't like people to think this, those people are the kind of people who I wouldn't actually care if they felt like that.
Yeah.
The people who I care about are the people who follow me and genuinely like my work. And I'm sure those are the people who would understand, so it's interesting.
I think
Yeah, tips, freelancing is hard. People don't realise how difficult it is to work at home. Like, it makes you appreciate when your day is organised for you, you know? But yeah, it's a good call to get a timer. They really help. I always make sure that I schedule my day. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a break from here till here. I'm going to try and do this much on this, that much on that, and stick to it. And of course, Lord of the Rings audiobook helps. Oh yeah, Epi, cool. Feel free to.
You're tense, I'm calm. You apply excessive force, I control that.
That's a good call. Having a time that's actually passed as well as just a counter on how long you've been working. It's always difficult, especially on those days, because there'll be days where your head isn't where it needs to be
That was
to
my
do
yesterday.
the work. Yeah, but you've got to force yourself to do it anyway,
Yeah.
because you know that you can't afford to waste any time. So you're like trying to force yourself to work, but your brain is constantly thinking about other stuff. Like, I still haven't figured out how to get my brain on track on days like that. Naps work wonders though.
Yeah, it's like a reset.
Clear water. Right.
Oh, Emma, yeah, I do. I haven't done it as much as I used to, but yeah, I set up a schedule in Google Calendar. And it can send alerts to my phone, which is really helpful. I have like a system where I have a spreadsheet of stuff I'm doing. And then I stick stuff from the spreadsheet into my Google Calendar. And it helps me keep track of the overall things I should be working on, as well as just what I happen to be working on that day. For example, rather than just be like, today I'm going to work on the Big Hippo project, because I need to do that, and then therefore only having that one thing in my calendar. If it's on the sheet as well, I can be like, okay, the Big Hippo project is due at this point, but I also have the Little Rhino project on, which needs to be in for this day. And so every day when I look at that, I can be like, okay, how much do I need to do in each of these? Can I skip doing Little Rhino today to do more Big Hippo because that's due sooner?
No. I don't do any of this. I don't really manage my time all that well.
Yeah, so start.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not, you get back from work. You've been working all day. You do also deserve a break. It can be hard to get back from work and go straight back into work. That's why I love mornings though. It's something I used to do when I had a full-time job, was I would get up at like 5 AM and then I'd do like 2.5 hours work before I needed to set off for my job. And it was great because I would get to my job feeling like I'd already accomplished stuff, and it eased the pressure of feeling like I had to work when I got back afterwards. Because I could be like, I've already done 2.5 hours this morning of this.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I just haven't done anything if I take the night off.
You'd be less tired, sort of, if you do that.
Also, if you do stuff in the morning, if you have a problem or an issue with the work, you have all day to think about the problem. It's hard for the first couple of times getting up that early, but there's a really nice feeling of like sitting in your office or wherever you work super early as the sun comes up, and you can see the sun coming up and everything's really quiet and you hear the birds start to sing, and it feels like a special time just for you, that you're carving out. No one's trying to call you, no one's trying to message you. Like, there's nothing you are expected to do at that time, chore wise.
I remember when we got back from Japan, we were naturally like waking up at 5 AM.
Yeah, because jet lag.
Yeah.
And that I definitely feel more focused in the morning. It gets to a certain point in the day and my brain just wants to turn off. You gotta force yourself every day to get some good sleep. Sleep's important. Sleep is for the strong. Ah, that sucks, Emma. Yeah, that's a toughie. Yeah, damn American folks with their time zones. That's a good way to put it, Tibbs. Her body is in a constant fight of morning and midday and evening, arguing at who's most tired. Yeah, it's been cool to see you in the stream with effects. That's also true, Emma. It's always difficult to manage stuff like that though. Because you want to stay up super late to be able to chat with them and everything, but...
Yeah. I think that was one of the big reasons for me, like, staying awake till early hours in the morning was talking to people online. Like, that's what started my sort of insomnia cycle.
When was that?
When I was, like, in high school. I don't do so much of that now.
No. It doesn't seem like you've like talked to many American friends in a while though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, 4 to 5 AM. That's intense. Our flatmate's on that kind of schedule at the minute though. Like, a lot of his clients are American. So he ends up basically getting up at about, I don't know, past midday every day. But then working till like 5 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
It seems to work for him though.
I think he wants to get out of it, but yeah.
I think so too, but at least it's like regular.
Yeah.
It's definitely a routine.
In the winter months you'll see no sunlight though.
Tibbs, I want to start sending electronic mails where I handwrite letters and then scan them in, email them to people. It seems like the most efficient way to me.
so messy.
What, the colouring?
Yeah. It's something I'd done before. I think I just kind of left it, but coming back to it, I'm like, why did I do it that way?
Oh, Emma, that's so cool! Renee sent him a bag of ketchup chips from Canada. Ketchup chips. Wing said no, we should carve letters into stones and send them like the good old days.
Just wait for something.
Directly through people's windows into their homes.
Why did you never reply to me?
Emma, I guess you're gonna have to visit Canada. There's no other way. Oh, it's starting to get chilly.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I feel no warmth right now.
Why do you think I'm wearing my bear fur?
I thought it's because it was Thursday.
Wow, I was wearing it yesterday as well because I was cold.
Oh no. It begins. Oh, that's awesome, Orlando. Yay! Thank you for treasuring them, and thank you for supporting us. Petted lamb, that'd be cool.
The Orlando postcard was a coincidence though.
Orlando, it wasn't. I have I had, because I've run out now, a stack of little postcards, all of book covers, and I tried to pick ones for people that I thought they'd like, but unfortunately when it got to the bottom of the barrel it started to get a little more difficult, because there was one which was like, how to perfect your handwriting, and I was like, is me sending this to someone like a passive aggressive kind of?
I don't think so.
Oh, thanks, Emlav. That'd be amazing. To be honest, it looks like it's not gonna be kicking off properly now until next year, in terms of Glim stuff, because I have so much animation stuff to take care of. But I would definitely love that. I just have to get my act together. I should have actually. Oh, that would have been awesome. Damn it. Why did I not do that? That's totally the kind of thing that you think I would think of.
Probably because posting things stresses you out a little bit.
I don't know. I'm always stressed out.
Yeah, that's fair.
We sent off our stuff yesterday to get printed. Like, we sent off the Glim postcards, and we sent off Mike's...
We tried to, I had to get it in by 6, and I think I missed it a couple of minutes, and the post was like, it's going to get delivered on Monday, and I'm like, that's not what it was when I started this order.
Yeah, the day after the festival that we're ordering them for.
Yeah. So I've emailed them, and I'm waiting to hear back. And I'm generally I'm just a hive of bees at the moment.
So what I was going to say is that we might have new postcards to be able to send to people soon. But then again, we might not, depending on if the order is going to come Monday or not. Because if it's going to come Monday, we'll probably just cancel it.
I
don't know if we'll be able to cancel it though.
If they've already printed them or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Send it back and I'll put an R in it, and then I'll send it back to you again. Orlando. some point though next year, I want to take a break, like a proper break. No work, no festivals. Just me and a big old cozy bed and a bunch of books and like a month off or something to just do what I want to do.
Make little postcards that advertise book 3.
Still trying to get my book 2 postcards out. I would love to do book 3 next year as well.
I believe you. That's what you're gonna do, aren't you? You're gonna be like, well, I didn't get book 2 out for Thought Bubble, so I'll just have to make it up by next Thought Bubble 2 and 3. Ha! See? Oh dear.
Oh, Orlando, I'd love that so much. For the break though, I would not want to go to any festivals. Because it feels like every time we go somewhere, we're going somewhere where we're going to have to
Work.
Yeah, work, or it's not going to be relaxing, it's going to be stressful. So I just want to either just go somewhere and be there and relax and meet people.
Thanks for the follow.
Or I want to like just stay in and surround myself with books and maybe some paper and pens and some audiobooks and some series and some games and just have fun.
Maybe you could just take like either a week or 2 weeks off. Like just doing nothing.
That'd be amazing. I know, right? Because if I do get any incredible opportunities, I'm gonna have to take them. There's nothing else you can do.
Just say, I'd love to do this in March.
Can you wait 2 weeks so I can like have just 2 weeks off?
I think you wouldn't be able to help yourself start.
I have an opportunity you can't refuse. I'm really happy to work on what I'm working on. I love it. I'm super stoked about it. I do think that our break is long overdue though.
Really.
I feel like I haven't actually had any time off for about 2 years.
Yeah.
I think you kind of need a break though, a space to grow. Like I think it helps you improve faster when you have time to take stock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In between things, because it's the equivalent of being able to step back from your work and be like, okay, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to improve? Like, what did I learn from this that I can take forward into something else? If you just keep your head down the entire time and you're working, it's kind of like having the blinkers on, where you're not really seeing the big picture, and you can end up doing things certain ways just because you're used to doing them those ways rather than because they make sense. I think having some time off between projects to really look at what you've done and recuperate helps people to improve their art skills faster.
Yeah, it lets you reassess, lets you take a step back. Because when you're in the grind, you're like, this needs done, this needs done, this needs done. Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey, Mr. TV. Thanks so much. Hello from Ireland to Montreal.
Hello there.
Hello there. How's the weather? It's windy here. Decidedly windy.
What would be an opportunity you literally couldn't refuse us, Emma? Like some creator or studio that come up to you. Some dream thing.
Okay, well, I have a couple of dream things. One of them is pretty much anything Game Grumps. If people don't know yet, I'm a fan. The second is Sonic. If they were doing a 2D Sonic series, or a 2D Sonic game they wanted cutscenes for, and it was like classic Sonic, then I would freak out to be able to be involved in that. And I guess the final one would be something to do with pitching a series. Like if I was able to do a series, that'd be amazing. I mean, the ultimate opportunity would be someone saying, hey, here's enough money to work for a year and also enough money to hire like 7 people for a year.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, okay, all my friends who are looking for work currently, let's do a studio thing together and make something cool.
Yeah.
How long before I finish this? Well, you know, I don't think this would take so long. It would still take a really long time, but it wouldn't take so long if I had some time to work on it outside of the morning streams. Because when I do these pieces normally, I can dedicate a couple of days to it outside of the streams, but because I'm so busy at the minute, I can really only spend the 2 hours a morning on it. So it's slow going. So I can't tell you when I'm going to finish it, but as soon as possible, because the deadline is like in 10 days or something. I've spoken to the person who's organising it, and they've said it's okay for me to take more time if I need to. But you know, I hate the fact that other people on the project have managed to hit the deadline, and I don't want to hold it up because I know how frustrating it is when you're on a collaborative project and you work really hard to get yours done on time, and then it gets delayed months.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that person. I just took this on before I had certain projects come my way. Like I already agreed to it when I thought I had the time. Turns out I really didn't have the time.
Yeah.
Luckily, people have been helping me out though. Like Hardit's taken a piece of it, which was really, really helpful. Yeah, it wouldn't even need to be pitching a series to be picked up by anyone, Tibbs, but just being able to do something creatively mine, even if it's rubbish, like just making something would be really fun and cool. Oh wow! Emla says doing an album cover for Pendulum. Is that how soon you want? I'm assuming this is Dream Jobs.
Yeah. Wait, what do you need? What do you need visual evidence of?
Doing something for Blizzard would be cool too, yeah. Yeah, guys, what's all your dream projects? Tell me. What would you not be able to refuse if someone offered it to you?
I want to color a Spider-Man.
You could do that. A visual evidence that India's ever animated anything Grumps related.
Oh.
If only there was some kind of live feed to something Game Grumps related that you could watch. If only. Yeah, just another win says I'm scared of colours, don't know how to learn to paint though I want to. I'm there with you. Mike's amazing at colours.
I'm okay.
He's great, that's why he's a comic colorist. He's literally, these colours are amazing. But me myself, give me lines any day. I don't know what to do with colours. Rolando would want to work in an indie studio full time or work on a Mega Man project at Capcom. Ah, a Mega Man project would be amazing.
Nice epithets, nice.
I mean, really, I'd love just enough money to be able to do all the projects I have that I want to do full time.
If they could just come one after the other, just like 1 month here, 1
Yeah.
month there.
If they could arrange themselves in a neat and orderly line instead of all coming at once, that'd be great. But that's projects.
That's projects.
And I'd love to do matte paintings for movies. I think you'd be amazing at that, Emma. I'd love like a Brook scene. Just all your like images of Brook in one massive zine.
Making a zine is hard. As
Yeah.
I discovered yesterday.
Oh
the day
yeah.
before and the day before. I'll just take a couple of hours to collect these. Oh no.
Yeah, that was Doig. Doig does pretty much all my backgrounds for animation. And he does all the colours in my comic as well. He does any colours and painting anywhere is probably Mike.
Just anywhere, everywhere. Just look around.
That's him.
No.
The green of that tree, Mike.
I'm God's consultant. So,
What colour should I do this, Mike?
what color should the sky be today? It might be like brown. Make it work.
Everybody says, dude, I loved your work in the sky.
Oh, we got another fellow. Thank you.
I don't know if you'd like to do backgrounds for animations, you think.
It seems to be the same person.
Do you prefer doing like more organic backgrounds like forests and trees and fields, or like do you like doing more intricate interior backgrounds? How do you feel about painting mechanical stuff? Asking for a friend. Your Hook series? Tibbs, what's your Hook series? That sounds adorable.
Open landscapes is Emma's jam. Some more organic things.
Gotcha. Roger, Roger. Mechanical backgrounds kills me. I understand. I understand you, Emma. Boo boo boo. Cha 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 ooh la. I don't know what you're listening to, Mike, but
It stopped for me.
I've gone on to autoplay, so I'm on to New Horizons now. If you want to link me a new one, feel free.
I went on to Morning Stroll, Lo-Fi Jazz Hot Chill Mix.
I'm on Staying In, Lo-Fi Jazz Hot Chill Mix.
Ah. See, there's a difference between us. I would go to Morning Stroll and you would stay in. Clearly our musical tastes is diverged.
Reflecting, yeah, I guess so.
No, you would probably go for a morning stroll, and I would probably go for a morning roll out of bed onto the floor and then under the bed.
Morning jam roll, am I right? So, Tib says this year I did effects every week for a while. Next year I want to do bi-weekly hug gifts. That'd be awesome. Because you could collaborate as well with people.
That'd be cool.
That sounds great. That sounds lovely. I think that if you put that on a blog, it would do really well. Just your bi-weekly hug fix.
We keep getting gorge.
Gorsh. Gorsh.
Don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know. That's a good name. I don't even knew. I never really got donuts.
What do you not?
I'm not a donut fan.
What do you not get about donuts?
Well, the thing I do get about donuts, let me start with that. The thing I do get about donuts is when you get those little kiosks on the street where they do you a freshly baked donut and they put it in the bag with sugar. Like, now that's a donut. That's a donut. It's hot and gooey and soft and chewy, and it tastes like
Mountain Dewy.
The taste is like nothing I've tasted before. The thing I don't get is donut shops where you go in and you get a donut with icing on top. And
Right.
it's like it's a completely different animal. You know? It's like instead of being this kind of soft, fried delight, it just feels like a lump of bread with some icing on it.
Fair enough.
It's like the donut dough is just like bready.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's like people used to get those iced buns in bakeries, and I'm like, why are you getting bread with icing on it?
Oh, I used
When
to
you-
get those. And
but
they
you
had
can-
coconut and pink.
But you can get like eclairs and stuff. Why would you literally get a bread roll with cream in it?
I don't know.
Like, you can get like vanilla slices and tarts and all kinds of cakes and stuff, and you go for the bit of bread.
Hey. I used to get given it,
Get given it.
and I liked it. I didn't know there was a choice. I was never allowed in the shop.
I have high donut standards, yes, I guess so. Fresh donuts are so good, it's true. I'm gonna call you Donut from now on. It's easier. Wynn doesn't even like donuts. Are we making him hungry? Well, them hungry. I don't know. Donuts do make you fat-hearted, you're right. They also make me sad when they're not very good. Tips, when have you done handmade donuts? Rolando, I'd love that too, that'd be awesome. I'm hoping somehow, I have like dreams for next year of what I could do. I don't know how any of them are going to happen. Because I'm like, I'd love to work on this and this and this with people. I don't know like how to handle the money situation, which will be non-existent.
Step one. Have some.
Have some money, yeah, exactly.
Step two.
Pay people.
Yeah.
But I'll see if I can figure it out somehow, I don't know. When we can get back on the Patreon train properly, like I'd love to be able to make enough on Patreon to start paying people to make stuff with me.
Yeah, we saw that it's possible to pause Patreon and that.
Yeah, because Patrick did it, and we're thinking that we might do the same thing as Pat did, which is just to say to people, hey, we're going to continue posting when we can, but for the next 3 months we're not going to charge you guys. Just because things have been kind of hectic, and we can't promise that we'll be able to do weekly updates anymore.
Yeah, because I noticed there's been like drop-offs and stuff.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't blame people.
No, me neither. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, we need to direct.
What's the longest project that we've worked on? Probably the projects this year, to be honest. There's one I'm working with Patrick on, and because we were working on it and getting offers of other projects at the same time, we had to put it on hold for a little while. So it's been almost a year, that project.
Yeah.
Because we've had to keep kind of pushing it onto the back burner. But we have been working on it pretty consistently throughout the year.
Yeah, you learned about this project at Thought Bubble last year, but
Yeah.
you didn't start immediately.
So it's pretty much a year now.
Yeah.
We could totally do that, Rolando. The thing is, I would hate to bring other people on board something without being able to pay them first. Like, even to get the money to pay people. Mainly because, as an artist too, I completely understand what it's like to be roped into something or obliged to do something when you have tons of your own personal projects that you'd love to work on the side, and having to choose to do volunteer work over your own personal work is never something I'd want people to feel like they'd have to do. So if I ever get people to work with me and stuff, I want to be able to pay them properly to do it. Because if I'm not paying you, you might as well make your own thing. Because that's what you'd really want to do anyway, right?
Moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Like, I want to enable people to make cool stuff. I don't want to stop people from being able to make the stuff they want.
Yeah.
The local exchange rate for exposure is amazing. Hardik, I really appreciate your help with this project. I really want to pay you guys, so like, if we get to work together. I just think you deserve to be paid for the hard work, because this job is so difficult, you know? Animation's so time consuming, and you guys are all so good. You deserve them wages, and you deserve to be able to knock off at a certain time every day and have your weekends free to do your own thing. And you deserve back rubs and donuts.
I love that. I'm currently facing a day of you need to get all of the work done that you've been shirking because you've been working on other things.
Your past has caught up with you.
Yeah.
Tips, that's beautiful.
Both work with you statement.
Yeah, I'd want that, Tibbs, because I think you've got a really good head for story. Cheesy Tibbs does sound delicious. I remember saying, like, way back, months and months ago, that Tibbs sounds like some kind of delicious treat.
Just the Tibbs, please.
Yeah. Can I have a bag of Tibbs? Cheesy Tibbs. Surely Tibbs would have to be vegan. Non-vegan Tibbs?
How would you get cheesy Tibbs without milk?
You'd have to. Oh,
vegan milk and cheese? Do you get vegan cheese? Vegan
yes,
cheese?
you definitely get vegan cheese.
What's that made of?
Plants, probably. You can get, like, nut cheese as well. Which sounds like the worst thing ever when I say it in a sentence. But it's a real thing.
Get the nuts.
Oh my gosh, Donut, it's 2 AM. Go to bed, you crazy fool. Go get some of that good rest and dream of donuts. The good kind.
Mr. TV, between Flash and Harmony, either or, like, studios will have a chosen software that they work in, and they might even switch partway through projects. Just as long as you have the skills, like the overlapping skills, software is just a week of training. So don't worry about it. Just animate in something that you have access to.
That's true. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to choose the one software, because companies will be happy to train you up if they want you. But I would say that I prefer Toon Boom. Like, I've worked in Flash before, and I just prefer it. I have lots of friends who use Flash and really enjoy it though. But Toon Boom's definitely my jam. So I would recommend that. I think a lot of companies are using that too.
Like, if you get comfortable animating, then making the transition isn't as daunting. Because you're just applying skills that you've learned elsewhere.
Mr. TV, Bon Nuit Donuts? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm so bad at French. Yes, dream of fresh donuts. Fresh donuts and cream.
As Tibbs points out, she's used both of those softwares on paid work and she hates them both.
That's true. Tibbs, what's your software of choice?
Oh, I wonder.
I'm not setting her up at all. So you can straight from the oven.
Has there been any commercial? Has there been any animation pipelines projects that you know of that have been made in Krita?
No. But I'd like to do one.
You would.
Mhm. For the amazing anime series that me and Tibbs are going to make together.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to use Krita. Because I think it would be awesome to be able to point to Krita and be like, this awesome, amazing thing is entirely made in Krita. Or at least the animation was entirely done in Krita.
Yeah.
Because I think Krita totally deserves the exposure.
Blender's where it's at, though. I'm just kidding. I need to start using more 2.8, the alpha. I was going to do that Blender tutorial, and Hardik pointed out that the new Blender is like out next month, I think. So in order to future-proof the tutorial, I was going to do it in the UI, new UI stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I opened up Blender and I was like, oh, okay. And it's more approachable and easier to use. I just don't know where anything is yet. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everything is there. Like stuff that would have been more obscure to find. It's just kind of like, boom. We did quick quests in Krita. That's true.
That's true. That was cool. That's something I can proudly point to Krita and be like, just Krita is awesome.
I did the background in Photoshop though.
That's true. Which is a shame because Krita had like a showcase where they were like, hey, people who've made stuff in Krita, send it to us so that we can do like a little showcase. And we were like, oh wow, we finished a quick quest, maybe we should send that in. And we asked them about it and they were like, no, you've done backgrounds in Photoshop, so this doesn't count. And we were like, oh, okay. Oh.
Cool.
That's cool. New updates to Krita! Yeah, your animation should come, your tutorial should come soon, Mike.
Yeah.
Very excited about Build-A-Figure.
Trying to keep it as approachable to people as possible. Like I wasn't gonna make something like a human character or anything because there's so many tutorials out there already for that. There's more
Very beginners.
yeah, like so you want a 3D model. Well, I was gonna start it a bit like Jesse's kind of beginner thing where he literally shows you where to download it from, things like that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Win. We'd love to do some more tutorials. Like, I say more. We've done like 1, possibly 2. We'd like to do some with, you know, better sound quality and everything, and a bit more planning. When we get a new mic, hopefully we'll be able to do things with better audio quality as well. When we get a new mic, we'll hopefully be able to do things with better audio quality.
It's very true, yeah. Stuck between an update and a hard place. Yeah, that's also true. Like, if I want to show them where to download it from, it would change by the time, like, Blender update. I mean, I could just say, go here, download this version. It's probably going to be 2.8 when you get this.
Close. Make the audio go mwah. What's a narrowband sound panel with a Toblerone shapes? What? You mean like the soundproofing stuff? I'd love to do that. The room we're in would be very difficult to soundproof.
Could get a semicircle in front of us.
Yeah, like Drake Gam's house.
Yeah.
He made like a little cave for his microphone out of sound suppressing material. It was awesome. Yeah, those are the ones which Jake has, the foam triangles. They're like dead in sound.
Let's see.
Stop it from bouncing around.
Sound foam.
Sound foam.
Sound foam. Huh.
You can do the same thing with egg cartons, by the way, Mike.
Really?
Yeah. It's not as good, but it works. Many people have made sound setups with egg cartons. So if they're expensive. Oh, it's sound treatment rather than soundproofing. Huh, I don't know. So how are they different? You're gonna have to take me through it.
I think one is to disperse sound so it doesn't go through objects, and one of them is to make it so it doesn't echo.
Wouldn't that both do the same thing?
No.
Okay.
The soundproofing is like if you soundproof a room, you
Yeah.
will be able to hear what's happening inside it.
Yes.
Sound treatment, not necessarily.
If you soundproof a room, would it still echo though?
It may not echo.
I guess. Yeah, it might though. If you're inside the room and you haven't done anything else with the room other than soundproofing. I don't know.
There you go. Sound treatment is about removing the effects of the room on the sound. Soundproofing stops the sound from escaping the room.
That's awesome. So interesting. Okay. I consider myself educated. So sound treatment is really what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says if you soundproof a room, it can still echo, but no one will hear it outside.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Makes a whole load of sense. So our eggshell boxes for soundproofing.
No, air boxes are probably sound treatment.
Okay.
Probably.
Oh, just gonna wrap myself up in this blanket a bit more. It's so chilly. Oh.
I'm just gonna go grab another drink. I'll be right back.
Can you get me a drink?
What would you like?
Cordial, please.
Yeah, do you have a glass? Yeah.
I do. I spent yesterday night speaking like a Mel Dwarf the whole night, so my voice is like really raspy.
When I get
Today.
back, I want to hear your work story.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to do it today. I like scraped my voice up by doing it all last night.
Oh.
I'll try. I just can't guarantee that it will be of the same quality it was yesterday. Not that it's very good quality generally anyway. I mean, it is me trying to sound like a metal dwarf. But I did scratch my voice a bit doing it. Sorry, Hardik. So how hot is it where you are at the minute, Hardik? How cool and chilly is it in India right now? Good old bear. You guys can't see, but he's doing a great job. You're sweating from all the cold. Wow. Okay, at uni for late night D&D sessions, you flip your mattress and prop it against the wall in a vain attempt to slightly soundproof it. For your housemates not D&D supporters. Or they're just like, keep it down, man. Tips, now we don't got no floods, but it was so windy yesterday that a couple of people died. It was pretty awful. Like, you remember yesterday's stream when it was like really, really windy in the morning? We were talking about how scary it was to hear like the flat creaking and groaning as things shifted around because it was so windy. Well, a ton of trees blew down all around the city, which made it extremely difficult to get anywhere. I got basically stranded after my D&D session because none of the trams were running because there were tree branches everywhere. A woman got blown off a cliff in a caravan. Like, it was pretty bonkers. Oh, country India. I can't comprehend when it's not revolving around me, Tibbs. Surely all topics of conversation revolve around me. Did you have flooding, Hardik? Wind is never good in any capacity. Have you heard about any flooding in India, Mike?
Right now or in the past?
I guess I would assume it was right now, but I'm not sure. I was just asking about it.
I've heard of it in the past. It's not like monsoon season or something like that.
Okay, that's good. Hardik says that he hasn't heard of any floods, so only flooding in your own sweat. The only floods that are happening. Thank you for the drink, Mike.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's fairly chilly up there.
Yeah.
Buffy's just huddled on the couch with her feet under her. I wanted to like put cushions around or over her or like give her a blanket.
Pat her, but she'd just hate it.
Yeah.
She'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? And run away. Like, I'm trying to make you warm, Buffy. In Kerala, it's the worst flooding in a century. Whew. I mean, I'd say that I hope everyone's okay, but I'm fairly sure not everyone will be okay if that's the case. I hope it gets resolved soon. And they have enough support and help getting people out.
Can you do a dwarf voice then?
Oh my god. I'll try. Oh, he just mouthed "I love you" to me. That was sweet.
I want to hear you go on.
Okay, I'll try. Hold on.
Drinking some ale, some mead, some dwarf bread.
Okay, it's kind of like a "Buy my beard." But I was doing it like all night, so
right, okay, wow.
now my voice is like.
That I was not expecting that.
I do it a bit lower, but the lower I do it, the more grating it kind of is on my voice because I naturally have quite a high voice.
Yeah.
So it's like an added strain to try and do it low as well.
I like it when there's a little bit of gravel in my voice, but I'm like,
Or when you've got a slight cold and you feel crappy, but at least you sound kind of sexy, so it's okay. You're like, oh, I'm so ill.
Yeah. It's called vocal fry, isn't it?
No, kind of vocal fries when you kind of groan gravelly at the end of your sentence, like the intonation, like teenage girls do it a lot. And Sydney was like,
Okay,
like,
okay. Yeah. It's kind of like that though, isn't it?
I can't do it because I don't naturally do it very much.
You just did it there though.
That wasn't a very good impression at all.
Oh.
But if you look it up, then you'll see tons of girls in movies doing it. So.
Okay.
Martin's codpiece.
Dingadings.
Dingadings. Oh, the famous dwarf Dingading.
Guess what he was good at?
Ringing bells.
Digading.
Digading.
Dingading.
The digading.
Digading brought about the digading. Gading, ding, gading, gading. Dingading. He was pitch perfect. I had an idea, but I shouldn't say it.
Sorry?
I had an idea, but I shouldn't say it.
Why? What kind of idea was it?
I was because you were like a bell ringer, but I imagined Dingading wrapping some bells around his dingaling.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got their name.
I knew it was going to go there. And as soon as you said ding, I was like, you dingus.
Dingading. I think I actually meant to say Gungadin, but I didn't get the gun in there.
Too busy thinking about ding dongs.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn it, Tibbs, you got me. I was like, oh, reminds you of what? I'll get around to it. Eventually. Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, I'm checking your email so that
You're checking my email.
for the printing people. They say they will. Their live chat hours are from 9 till 5:15. So I think after the stream, I'll try and do that.
Yeah, good idea. Watch review Starlight and download Creator. Yep, pretty much. Not that any of that is bad advice. Oh my god, if only I could, Hardik.
That you download Review Starlight and watch Krita.
Stare at the screen. When's it supposed to start?
They said this was for animation. I don't see any animation.
Where's the animation? How's it going, Mike?
I'm just about to put my headphones back on, but I just what symptoms do people get when they haven't slept? Because I get cold.
Tiredness.
I get cold. It's that shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Okay, look. That's probably number one on the Family Fortunes board. Figured out.
I think you may be cold, Mike, because it's cold.
No,
I'm also cold.
I get internally chilly.
Internally.
Rebecca, this is like wrecked.
Yeah, I can see you getting colder when you're tired. But I think you're also colder because it's colder today.
No. I'm talking about like cumulative past experiences. Well, like I guess it does get colder through when it's late at night. But I get like shaky cold. Like not ooh it's a bit nippy, but kind of like oh like my bones are freezing.
Oh no. That sounds to me like you might have this thing that's been going around.
What's that?
It's called pharmachondria. And it's a terrible disease that's been going around where you get cold and shaky and then you start getting like green lumps all over your face.
Did you just like mix pharmacy with hypochondria? And just
No.
No. Pharmachondria.
Yeah, no, the only cure is constant cups of tea for you and your companions. There's no other way, and it's terminal. So you have to.
I have to.
You should get on that as soon as possible.
Did you just laugh?
I didn't laugh. I'd never laugh. I hate laughing.
You never laugh.
Laughter is for the weak. That's looking good, Mike.
It's not.
Hey, looking good. What do you mean it's not?
It's
It
not.
blatantly is.
It's not.
What do you mean? Like, you've got to know it looks awesome.
Well, like, it looked awesome before I touched it, so that's why I know it doesn't look good.
Well, it still looks awesome, so... Just have fun. Believe in yourself. Seriously, dude. Have fun. Like, be yourself. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Doesn't work in the
It does.
doesn't.
It does. I watched Aladdin.
When?
Like, I don't know. A year ago? Be yourself.
Oh, the sheep.
No, it's a bee. It's a bee because it says be yourself.
But you just
But
said,
that's not the point. The point isn't what animal it is, Mike. The point is the
I need
message.
to know who my sources are.
I'm your source. Believe me, it was a bee. And the point is, you should be yourself
Okay.
and have fun.
I don't have time to have fun.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You don't have time to not have fun. Because
Okay.
when you don't have fun, you work slower.
Okay.
So you better start having fun
Oh.
as fast as you can.
Oh. Life lesson.
We can all see how great it looks as Tibbs. It's awesome. It's funny because no one can see what you're doing.
I wish I could show it.
You get it?
Do I get that?
Joke.
No one can see what I'm doing.
That's why it's funny.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I'm just complaining.
Wow.
I don't get the joke, I guess.
Well, then you can just admit you don't get the joke.
Is it an alphabet joke?
No, it's literally because no one can see your screen.
Well, I get that. I thought there was more to it.
I'm sorry, but my jokes are reach a mile-high standard. Tibbs says, "Don't happy, be worried." Don't listen to Tibbs though. I'm the real master of wisdom here.
Okay.
Okay, Hair. Okay, I see how it is. Prepare to get got. I will defeat you.
Yeah, do it.
I am. No good thing to ever come of a sentence, don't listen to Tibbs. That's true, actually. Only fools say that.
No one says it more than once.
Exactly. Fateful last words. You can do it.
I can. I'm just like hungry. I think is the main thing.
Have some peanuts.
I don't want peanuts.
You're just so fussy. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. Have some peanuts. I don't want peanuts. I'm so tired. Go to bed. I can't go to bed. I'm so cold. Put a coat on. I don't want to put a coat on.
I'm wearing a bear fur. I did the thing.
He is dressed up as a bear right now. It's kind of adorable.
Oh, I got put my
Just
hood
makes
up.
me want to pick on him more. How about I do a Duns run and I get you something nice?
Yeah. Wait. Your definition of nice is probably healthy.
Yeah, it is, because I want you to live long and prosper. I also want you to stop smelling like meats.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This hood feels weird. Why is it this thing? What is this?
Why is that? Because that's your mane.
Oh yeah, because this is actually.
Because you're actually a lion. But it's a bear to us. A bear with a long tail.
It's so sad. See you, Tibbs.
Oh, I see you, Tibbs. Probably will stop streaming by the time you're back, so
Yeah.
we'll speak to you soon. You see, listen to Emma. Emma is telling you to nom down on them nuts.
I don't want.
Well then, go hungry and die.
The Coda comps will be arriving today.
I've also got some mail to pick up, so maybe you can pick up my mail as well.
Maybe. I wonder why I'm getting emails about this one in particular.
Yeah, me too, because I don't remember you getting...
Like, a lot of past ones. Maybe they're worrying I just ignored them. Yeah, no, the last one was like June.
Doesn't sound right.
Maybe it's because it's heavier.
That ain't natural.
I'd laugh if they sent me like 10 of them.
That'd be amazing. I'd love that. For once. Do you know how many comps Mike usually gets? And comps, by the way, are when you have worked on something, like a comic, and the company sends you copies over, free copies.
I think it stands for complimentary.
Okay.
Like, these are your complimentary copies of the work you did.
And artists love them because usually when they get a batch of them, it means they can take them to tables at conventions and sell them. Which is awesome. But Mike so far has got 2 in each package.
One for me and one for you.
Yeah, which is roughly enough for him and 1 family member if he chooses to send it to someone. but definitely not enough to sell.
Yeah.
Cyber 6? I haven't. Have you watched Cyber 6, Mike?
No, I don't believe so.
No, I haven't. But if it's good, then I'm interested. You're so sighy today.
I know, I'm sorry.
You should be.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Are you really? Do you repent?
Yeah.
Good. That's good to know. I want to make sure your soul is okay.
My soul okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Peter Patapa. Peter Patapa. Don't let the hate seep into your soul, Mike.
Too late in you.
No!
Go on with that.
Don't go to the dark side. Don't go to the dark side.
Go on with that.
No.
This is your time
No!
to shine.
I won't leave you.
Aww.
I won't leave you. There's still good in you. I can feel it.
Leave into the ground.
No, there's still good in you. There's still optimism and joy and funness. Funness?
Funness.
Funness.
Go with it.
Yes. I won't give up on you. Oh yeah, did you finish watching that animated movie? Do you know the one on Netflix?
The next gen one?
Yeah.
I did. It was
What did you
pretty
think?
good. I liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was...
Did you see what I meant about
refreshing.
the writing? Or did you enjoy it more than perhaps I did?
I think I maybe enjoyed it more than you did. There were some story things where I was like, oh, okay, but there's some story things where I'm like, ah, cool. So, what was your main gripe with the story?
I just thought the writing wasn't very good. It wasn't so much a story.
Okay.
The story could have worked very well if the writing had been better.
Right.
You know, if they had signposted things from earlier on. Wait, it was Ernest and it had something to say.
Yeah. The whole memory thing was nice.
Yeah, I thought so. If I was a dwarf, I would not be short. I'd be the tallest dwarf in all the land. I'd walk around, people would turn and look at me, 'cause they would not understand.
Be the tallest dwarf in the land.
Is he a human? No. Is he an elf? I've got the biggest beard this side of the shelf.
I knew you were going to say shelf.
What else could possibly rhyme?
Help?
Maybe.
I've got the biggest beard. It's
This side of the shelf.
It's good for my health.
I drink some whiskey. I drink some wine. I go to the tavern and I win myself a dime. I buy a round and I hold up my mug. Oh, that guy is so good. Is he a dwarf I am? The shortest human, the tallest dwarf, the widest elf, the coolest of them all.
The whitest elf. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I won't be defined by my racial attributes. I will be free. Whatever a dwarf can be, I will be. I will rise above them all. Define expectations. Redefine limitations. No. I won't define any limitations. I'll blow them all away. I'll show everyone that you can be whoever you want to be. No matter your family.
No matter your family.
No matter your size. Show everyone what a joy it is just to be alive. You can rob a beggar. You can play a game. You can do anything. You can define your own name. I don't think I'd quite put me on a scale of Martin Luther King. I think maybe I'm nowhere near that spectrum in terms of motivational speakers. Who knows? Maybe somewhere some D&D party has been inspired by my words.
By your hiding.
Yeah, to shrug off the expectations laid on them and to go and be their own people and rob some beggars.
Yeah, maybe. You can be inspiring when you want to be.
Ah!
I don't know if that was
Oh.
genuinely, but it was lyrical.
How can I be inspiring? I find that if I'm inspiring, it's often not deliberate, so...
That's good.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Savio!
No.
Hello, Savio! How are you doing?
What? I don't think I've got headphones to listen to whatever's playing. I just realised.
You do have headphones, they're on you.
There they are.
Oh dear. Did the hair on. There might be a D&D game on Halloween, Mike, by the way.
Cool.
Because it's a Wednesday. And if there is, I was wondering if you want to come.
Maybe, yeah.
For like a one-shot Halloween.
Is it going to be a one-shot?
I think so. I think it's going to be like our existing characters, but it's like spooky Halloween happenings.
Maybe I can play an NPC or something.
Yeah, I mean you could bring MageBot.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I expected D&D today. That's awesome. Have fun. You're gonna fight a dragon. Oh man, good luck. Those dragons be tough. Hello. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Haven't seen you in a little while.
It's probably up to the DM harder for people joining and unjoining.
Yeah, you can't usually if it's an ongoing thing because the Halloween session will likely just be a one-off. Like for example, the Christmas session last time was literally you get trapped inside a snow globe and now you have to figure your way out, so it doesn't really have an impact on the larger story. So for those ones, it's easy for new characters to drop in and just be like, I'm a snowman! Or something.
Yes, I am the snowman.
So I can see MageBot like being able to drop in fairly easily to a Halloween themed session. Wow, you've been discussing strategy for like 2 weeks. Then you should be super prepared. I mean, you can often meet new players at any time, right? So, like, you meet so many people in your travels anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome. There's a whole style of campaign called West Marches, which is based on just playing with whoever is available at the time. That's really cool. I hadn't heard of that. Whip. Whip, whip.
Buffy, there's food on your plate. Go check it.
Whip, whip, whip. Is there actually food in her plate?
Yeah. Yeah. You want up here?
Whoa. You're level 5. That's crazy. And you're fighting a dragon already. Why are you fighting the dragon? Run! My strategy for you is don't fight the dragon. Don't do it. Run away and live to fight another day. Man, dragon's not going anywhere. Those things settle down for years, hundreds of years. See you, Emma. Have a good day. It has loot.
It has loot, okay. Perfect reason.
Well, it's about that time, Mike.
It is, yeah. Time to eat and be merry.
Yep.
You need a sword. Okay, everyone.
It's been fun, as
yeah.
always.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
We will not be around tomorrow.
We will not be around tomorrow.
Because we'll be flying to England.
Oh, bad.
And we won't be around on Monday either, because we'll be flying back from England. So, we'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a nice long weekend. I hope that you have a really good time just chilling out and being cool.
I didn't sign your girl on the glen.
Michael!
Was it? Oh.
I guess we'll just have to meet up again so Mike can sign it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Was that something we posted? Or did it? Oh no.
Oh, it's okay, Mike. We'll meet up and we'll sign it.
Apologies about that. Okay, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, see you, Savio. See you, Karen, even though you've only just got here. Aw, hug Savio. Thanks, we'll do our best at Thoughtful.
We'll try.
Yes, we'll have an adventure. That sounds good.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's get some hot chocolates or something. It's starting to get colder. It's the weather for it.
Sounds good. Okay, everyone. Thanks
see you
very
guys.
Much. Take care.
Have a great weekend.
Oh, yeah, weekend. May the rest of your weekend
be filled
with
adventure.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.